one for the book. It might just be coming right for Graham Gooch.
There again, watch this front leg position of Gooch. It's the key to his batting.
Not very intended, but no one will know about it in years to come. It will go down as 100, and it'll also go down in the memories of those who witnessed it as a very good 100. His 6th first-class 100 on this great cricket ground.
Well, a brilliant piece of fielding there. Absolutely fantastic. And Gooch 2 yards out of his ground playing the shot, had no chance of getting back. Hit the stumps on the return. You won't see a better piece of fielding than that, ever, I don't think. Magnificent.
Just watch.
That was a fine performance on the first day of this match, 291 for 4, Gatting 68. And the highlight, though, Graham Gooch with his 117, and he even looked as though he was enjoying it out there, and that's something, because he sometimes gives the impression otherwise. Gatting was the man who continued to dominate the second day, going on from 68 not out.
Well, Mike Gatting repeating the treatment for Imran Khan. Be a good race here, but the ball just winning. So Mike Gatting in tremendous form, and the outfield as quick as ever. Oh, another 4 runs, and really it doesn't matter where they put the fielders on this outfield. If you just get bat and ball, it's very, very quick. Imran Khan then to Mike Gatting.
Lovely way to do it, and what a splendid innings it's been. That's a fine shot. His timing has been wonderful this morning.
That was probably as good a shot as he's played in the innings. It rocketed to the boundary.
Another delicate leg cut, not a shot you see a lot these days. Really, Mike Gatting playing all the strokes out there at the moment.
Compton-like. That was what they used to say about Dennis. He used to run down the wicket and come back, late cut him.
Yes, 150 for Mike Gatting. His 3rd, 1987. 196 versus Somerset. 150 in the 5th Test. And 150 here. That's his 3rd 100 in 4 innings, 2 above 150. Tremendous performance.
That was a terrific shot. Footwork was good, tremendous power and good placement.
not sure when he set off, he decided in which direction he was going to hit it, but he soon made his mind up. Just that little bit of room he made himself to punch it away on the offside.
That's delicate. Dean Jones is not going to relish it too much. He's had 2 long chases there. 200 partnership. And Gatting has gone. Played on. Well, it's the first break Courtney Walsh has had. He struggled away there into his 29th over. And finally has had his first success. Lovely innings from Mike Gatting. 179. Glorious stroke play. And that is the end of the innings for M.C.C. That declaration came at 2 minutes past 2, and it is a very big target to be set for the rest of the world batsmen. Clive Bryce did well. He started slowly, gained in confidence, played some lovely strokes in what was really his first big international match. The rest of the world innings was dominated by Sunil Gavaskar and Imran Khan, players of different style. Gavaskar, the man with most test match centuries, most test match runs, and Imran, the successful captain in the recent series against England. Gavaskar played one down through mid-on in the last over from Clive Rice. It was a defensive stroke and went for 4. That's a beautiful shot. That's a good, sweet hit. It's been made to work very hard for this. Gatting has come into short extra cover. Wonderful effort, delight to see, and what a great reception from the crowd. And Imran is going to get into it now as well. Good. That was a super shot. Just the perfectly angled bat, the wrist moving just the right moment.
John Embry then to Imran Khan. Well, that's a beautiful strike there, down the wicket, waited for the ball and then straight through the line. And 6 runs. Imran, a very strong man when he decides to hit the ball. No real effort put into that, just perfect timing.
There's 2 great shots this over, one from a slightly short delivery, and that one for Imran to bring up his half-century from an away swinger right in the slot. That was very well bowled, but it was quite beautifully played. Gavaskar picked it, the slower ball, at just the last fraction of a second and pulled his shot. Otherwise, it would have gone straight out to Gatting.
Change of bowling now at the pavilion end. Clive Rice taking over from Malcolm Marshall.
And just another immaculate little leg glance, just timed to perfection to take Sunil Gavaskar to 150. 151 he goes up to. And that is really his trademark, that shot. It's just immaculate. He misses so little around his legs and times it so well.
Well, he might not miss many around his legs, but he hasn't missed too many through there either, Ted. He can play it much better than that. Beautiful cover drive. Only a little man, but tremendous power there. Well, that's a little bit wide and goodish length, and really he just leaned into that on the up. No trouble at all. Amazing stroke. And John Embry now taking over at the pavilion end. Well, that's a big one, is that? Way into the stands. The last 50 coming off 69 balls. That's the fastest 50 of the innings. Oh, and a bit of reward there for Ravi Shastri. He's bowled pretty well this match, and Imran getting back, trying to drive it off the back foot. Probably did him on length a bit. A little bit too full.
See it again, nicely tossed up, but Imran choosing to go on the back foot.
And the glorious shot there again. Granted, just a little bit of width. And Gavaskar on the back foot through the covers 4 runs. Kept him coming down the wicket, kept on throwing the ball up to him, and the one occasion he doesn't get there, just lifted a little bit and a nice comfortable cotton ball. A marvellous innings from the little man though. If this is his last match, what better way to go out of the game?
A real old-fashioned cricket here, delight to watch. Gavaskar had been coming down the wicket, he still kept his head down, but Shastri had done him in the flight. And comfortable caught and bowled. Beautiful bowling by Shastri and a wonderful innings by Sunil Gavaskar, and a great standing ovation for him on what is likely to be his last appearance at Lord's.
Imran Khan, 82. And the not-out batsmen Harper and Walsh, they pushed things along there as well as they could towards the end, but the dominant factor all the way through, the mastery of Sunil Gavaskar. Caught and bowled Ravi Shastri for 188, searching for the 200 to match this bicentenary match, but what a terrific performance. His first ever century on this great ground. 421 for 7. And some splendid bowling from Malcolm Marshall. He was the best of all the bowlers we've seen so far. Plenty of pace and movement off the seam. Desmond Haynes' wicket. That was a lovely piece of bowling. Good thinking by Marshall in the way he captured that wicket. And Venkata also. There have been rumours that Marshall and Venkata mightn't get on all that well. And this was a classic piece of bowling from the West Indian paceman. A word, too, about the way the players came out on the field. and stayed there in bad light. They also stayed there in lightning. I wasn't quite so impressed about that, but it was one of those things you tend to do for public relations, but it was typical of the spirit in which this game has been played. M.C.C. began their second innings on the fourth morning, and the men once again featuring Gordon Greenidge and Graham Gooch.
Now Graham Gooch off the mark, a lovely straight drive. Then Keppeldeck pitching the ball up, as Ted Dexter said, to allow it to swing. But no swing there, and a nice half-baller.
That was a great try. Ian Jones, and bad knee and all.
Well, there's no easy ushering that ball to the boundary by Dean Jones, was there? Gave it everything he had.
Courtney Walsh hasn't been given the proper new ball this morning. He's had to come on with just 10 overs old. Beautiful stroke. Scout his confidence has returned.
Shot of the morning. Right on his tiptoes, not all that short.
No need to worry about that. Got right off the meat of the bat, past square. .41 for 1. 20 to Gooch, 17 to Greenidge, and Abdulkadir on to bowl. What it deserved, but not everyone can play it with the same skill as Graham Gooch.
Well, it didn't quite sit up and beg, but 4 runs there for the taking.
Rule they're talking about no more than 1 bouncer in an over. Gooch may not want that to be brought in.
And look at that. I mean, that ball was straight. It was just going to hit middle and off, and at that moment Mr. Greenidge gets a crafty little backhand flick on it.
Can't bowl short on this pitch. In fact, you shouldn't bowl short on any pitch for that matter. But it's 50 to Gordon Greenidge.
Gordon Greenidge, since lunch, has started to go a bit better, starting to catch Graham Gooch, who outscored him easily in the morning. A couple of reverse sweeps, and now a nice late cut, taking on to his 50.
Well, Gordon Greenidge is certainly middle of that. And straight into the members in front of the pavilion. That's what the crowd like to see. Straight into the pavilion again. Fella's bowling too well, that's probably the best cure for it.
Look at the power going into that. Everything in one clean sweep of the bat. And let's see those members starting to scatter.
That's cheekier.
Well, that was absolutely deliberate. He just thought, right, I'll chip it over your head this time. Look at him opening the face of the bat and chipping it over. Simply wonderful.
Everybody coming in now to save the single. So they're going to make Greenwich work for it.
And he's put it in the one place he could probably get a single. That's well played, Gordon Greenwich. He's had to work harder than normal. He doesn't usually take too long on making his hundreds, Gordon Greenwich. This is 4th 100 in first class at Lord's, and he's played pretty well today.
Yes, it's not one of his most destructive. 2 6s and 9 4s for Golden Gordon.
Well, he pushed the man at cover back, but it made no difference. Just slashing straight.
Leg spinning half volley, picked and dispatched.
I don't think I'd have liked to have been in the road of that at short cover or short mid-off. Desmond Haynes had no real chance of cutting it off. Only had a couple of yards to move.
He really can generate ferocious power, Greenwich.
Yeah. It's a fierce shot.
I doubt whether anything's been hit harder all day.
Bowled him. He's come around the wicket. Greenwich, his innings is over for 122. It's 289 on the board now. And 4 wickets down. Another little cameo for this match.
Giving himself plenty of room. He's hitting that in the ends of most parts of St John's Wood. It's very ambitious, but end of a typically 4th-right Gordon Greenwich innings. 2 6s, 12 4s. 1 minute short of 5 hours. And another standing ovation to go with the many we've seen in the match already.
318 for 6, and that set up the match for a marvellous finish on the final day. There was some great cricket there on the 4th day of the match. Greenwich, 122, played some glorious strokes, but Gooch again was in terrific form. His timing was splendid. That's the best he's batted this year, I bet, in that second innings and in the first. Gower was in good touch for his 40, and Hadley hit strongly for 36. 318 for 6, and the rest of the world then had to go in what you could certainly term indifferent light. Marshall accounted for Gavaskar very quickly, and what a come down, what an underlining of the difficulty of this game. 188 in the first innings and 0 in the second. That's the way the match finished. M.C.C. 455 for 5 declared. Rest of the world 421 for 7 declared. M.C.C. at their second go 318 for 6. And sadly, rest of the world second innings at the close of play on the 4th evening 13 for 1. And that is the way it stayed. Match drawn, and what a good match it was. Well, afterwards at the prize giving, the batsman of the match presentation was made by Dennis Compton. to Sunil Gavaskar for his terrific 188. Bowler of the match, Malcolm Marshall, is the fastest man around at the moment, and he looked the most dangerous throughout the time he was on the field in this game. And fielder of the match, well, it must have been between Roger Harper and Clive Rice. Clive Rice got it for his 2 splendid catches. Well, this was a fun game. That was the whole basis of it. It was played like a test match, but without test match status. But it certainly was a fun game of cricket. Well, in the end, sadly, it was all